actress Lisa Bonet was thrust into the spotlight as part of the cast of the hit 80s situation comedy, The Cosby Show.
Hey!
Hey,
Where are you going?
I got a date, Daddy.
Not in those pants. Blood cannot get up to your brains from your head.
Her portrayal of free-spirited teen Denise Huxtable stood out from the other Cosby Show kids, and 3 years later, she became the focus of the show's spinoff, A Different World, centered on Denise's adventures at her parents' fictional alma mater, Hillman College.
Gee, are you always that organized?
Oh, basically, I just can't live around clutter.
Oh, me neither.
But after spending her wonder years under primetime television's microscope, Lisa was still searching for herself. Her quest was punctuated by moments that read as acts of rebellion. The blood-soaked scene in her feature film debut Angel Heart, appearing topless in Andy Warhol's Interview magazine, and eloping with rock musician Lenny Kravitz at the age of 20, all within the same year. Lisa Michelle Bonet was born on November 16, 1967 in San Francisco, California, to Arlene Littman, a Jewish-American schoolteacher, and Alan Bonet, an opera singer of African-American heritage. Her parents' marriage broke up shortly after she was born, and she grew up not knowing her father. Lisa did experience an identity crisis while growing up in a mostly white community while attending high school in Van Nuys, telling Ebony in 1987, "I had absolutely no idea where I belonged in life. I mean, position and in school. I don't know. Growing up is so hard. It was really weird because, the black kids would call me Oreo, and I just didn't feel totally at home and accepted with all those, white rich people." As an adolescent, Lisa even stopped going to the Jewish synagogue with her mother because she couldn't stand people staring at her. One of the few places she did feel comfortable was in acting classes. Lisa's mother, noticing her abilities, signed her up for acting lessons at Celluloid Actors Studio and steered her toward auditions for television commercials. Her commercial work led to small television parts, one of them in the hit series St. Elsewhere.
Yeah, my mom got a temp job.
Oh, Carla, that's great. Where?
Cashier at Christie's.
Oh, terrific.
These brought her to the attention of the producers of The Cosby Show, which made its debut on NBC in 1984. Lisa, who was 16 when the show started its run, played the second of 5 children born to African-American professional couple Heathcliff Huxtable, played by Bill Cosby, and his wife Claire, played by Felicia Rashad. Lisa told Essence, "I was just beginning to find out what my philosophies and aspirations were. I didn't even know I really wanted to act when I got the show. It was just something I did after school while I was in the 9th grade." The Cosby Show became a hit almost overnight, and Lisa was a star. She sometimes clashed on the set with Bill, however, who retained creative control over the show. Some of the problems reportedly stemmed from her role in the 1987 film Angel Heart, in which she played Epiphany Proudfoot, a voodoo priestess romantically involved with a private detective, Harry Angel, played by Mickey Rourke. The film featured explicit sexuality, avoiding an X rating only after a key scene was trimmed. But other reports, including ones from Lisa herself, state that she let Bill know in advance she was doing the movie and what it entailed. She says he gave her his blessing. In helping promote the film, Lisa went topless for the April 1987 issue of Interview magazine and responded to the notion of maintaining her wholesome image that she built on The Cosby Show. "My obligation wasn't to Denise. I felt obligated to myself and my career." In quick succession, she was also featured nude in photos that appeared in and on the cover of the May 1988 issue of Rolling Stone magazine. On the cover, Lisa wore an oversized translucent shirt and a blank expression. Staring directly into the soul of everyone who laid eyes on the magazine, she laid herself bare, literally stripping away any lingering notions about where Denise Huxtable ended and Lisa Bonet began. She asserted herself as a grown woman. It was a key moment in Lisa's liberation, her Bohemian Rhapsody, but above all, her declaration of independence. Around this time, and apparently due to her butting heads with Bill, she was coaxed, so to speak, into taking on the lead role in the Cosby Show spin-off series, A Different World. But Lisa was later written out of that show when she became pregnant. The father was Lenny Kravitz, then an unknown rock musician working under the name Romeo Blue. Friends introduced Lisa to Lenny, thinking with their mutual interests in the entertainment business and interracial backgrounds, they would have a lot in common. Lenny is also half black and half Jewish. His mother is actress Roxy Roker, who's best known for playing the role of Helen Willis on The Jeffersons, and his father is Jewish television producer Cy Kravitz. The couple eloped in Las Vegas on November 16, 1987, Lisa's 20th birthday. Their daughter Zoe was born the following year. Debbie Allen, who took over as showrunner of A Different World after Lisa left, has said she wanted to write Lisa's pregnancy into the plot, but Bill vetoed the idea. And so he brought his prodigal surrogate daughter back to the Cosby Show nest, but the reunion was short-lived. Lisa was later fired in 1991 because of, quote, creative differences, and not invited to participate in the series finale. For several years, Lisa stayed in the headlines, partly because she was involved with Lenny's blooming career. She directed one of his music videos, and reports circulated that some of his songs were written about her. This was true even after the couple divorced in 1993, and they eventually re-established a friendship. Around this time, she legally changed her name to Lila Coy Moon, although she still uses the name Lisa Bonet professionally. Lisa's own career, however, became less active. She appeared in a few television and direct-to-video films. Occupied with raising her children, she didn't work at all for several years after appearing in the cable television film New Eden in 1994. She still had strong drawing power though, and in the late 1990s, significant film parts began to come her way. A supporting role in the 1998 major hit Enemy of the State, as well as another supporting role in the 2000 film High Fidelity. Lisa's troubled relationship with the Cosby phenomenon seemed to reappear in 2002 when she, alone among the show's then child actors, declined to appear in the NBC network special The Cosby Show Reunion, telling people, "The whole experience and energy behind it felt disingenuous and motivated by corporate profit. I was not feeling the love. It was a take it or leave it, with or without you offer, and I felt devalued and disrespected." She then appeared in the 2003 motorcycle thriller Biker Boys, opposite Lawrence Fishburne and her A Different World co-star Kadeem Hardison. In her 2018 interview with Net-a-Porter, Lisa was asked why she thinks she wasn't a much bigger star. "I don't know. I always had one foot in and one foot out of the business, so that's part of it. But also, it's slim pickings out there. There aren't endless opportunities for women of color, you've probably noticed." At the time, Lisa's love life wasn't so hot either, a vestige from her childhood. When your primary male figure couldn't care less to show up, that can become a theme in your life where you're trying to fill this gap with these different men. But in 2004, she met actor Jason Momoa, 13 years her junior, at a jazz club in LA. The two fell in love and eventually had 2 children together, a daughter named Lola, born in 2007, and a son named Nakoa Wolf, born in 2008. Fun fact, since meeting on the set of A Different World in its first season in 1987, Lisa has been close friends with actress Marissa Tomei, who is a godmother to all 3 of Lisa's children. Lisa also counts another Different World alum, Cree Summer, as a very close friend, even though they didn't get to work with each other on the show since Lisa was gone when Cree started. Cree is also a godmother to Lisa's eldest child, Zoe. Lisa would next be seen in the 2006 drama White Patty, which also featured former basketball superstar Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. While she wouldn't have another film role for several years, Lisa did appear in a number of television series, including the American adaptation of the British television series Life on Mars. After nearly a decade, she starred opposite Jason in 2014 drama thriller film Road to Paloma, as well as a romantic lead opposite her man again on the Sundance TV series The Red Road. Since then, Lisa's made guest appearances on various TV shows, including Girls and Ray Donovan. In 2017, Lisa and Jason officially married. About their enduring relationship, she told Net-a-Porter, "What's cool about Jason is that he's an alpha male who stands for love and family. And to circle back to my own wounds, having an absent father, then to be fully met by a man of that stature is really incredible. Jason embodies a rare form of masculinity in this day and age. He's a leader. He's generous. Just in terms of charisma, physique, the right use of power, responsibility, work ethic, you can go down the line." Sadly, however, in January 2022, the couple announced their separation. Jason posted their joint statement on his Instagram since Lisa doesn't have social media. "We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. Feeling and growing from the seismic shifts occurring. And we so share our family news that we are parting ways in marriage." 2 years later, Lisa finally filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. In her divorce filing, she listed their date of separation much earlier than previously thought, October 7, 2020. Court documents which were obtained by People confirmed that the divorce was granted 1 day later, on January 9, 2024. Although their marriage officially ended, they would not be legally declared single until July 9. Neither Lisa nor Jason asked for financial support, and they agreed on how to split their assets. The court granted them joint custody of their children.